And it'll be a cold Veterans Day, but our veterans are tough as nails. So temperatures tomorrow morning, freezing on both sides of the lake. Not as much of a concern for plants in the metro area or down near the coast. And really, I don't think as much of a concern even for the river or northern bayou. Where it's going to be an issue is the North Shore and in Mississippi. Rapidly warming up, though. Only one morning dealing with freezing temperatures. We're also looking ahead to some storms possible on Monday of next week. So tomorrow morning, we're almost at freezing across a few spots in North Shore and in Mississippi. Once we get there, they will continue to stay and drop further below freezing for about a 6 to 8 hour duration. So long duration of those cold temperatures. I don't think we're going to be cold enough for pipe type weather. Upper 20s, low 30s for probably just a couple of hours. River parishes, northern bayou, and even if we don't get quite below freezing, definitely the potential for some frost. No freezing temperatures, no frost near the coast and in the city. Not a freeze, but definitely some spotty areas of frost as we get our Tuesday morning started. And so this is where we'll begin the day tomorrow. A cold morning and still pretty chilly during the afternoon. So tomorrow morning is the one where you need to bundle up before you walk out. And we're not going to have the winds as we did today during the afternoon. And with plenty of sunshine, high temperatures around 60, 61 degrees. So maybe just a light jacket by the afternoon and early evening. And then by Wednesday morning, not freezing, a few spots in the upper 30s on the North Shore, maybe cold enough for some patchy frost. But even that, I think, would be few and far between areas of frost. 72 will be our high on Wednesday, then mid to upper 70s for the rest of the week and heading into the weekend. The cold, core of the cold, I should say, has really met its farthest extent south. After tomorrow morning, that core of the cold is lifting back to the north. And in fact, we will start to see a warming trend with high pressure, but temperatures in the 70s. It's not though we're getting back to the mid 80s. We're done with the 90s, so that is good news. Then we're going to be watching heading into the weekend this Pacific low that is going to move across the central part of the nation. Not really associated with colder air because it's originating in the Pacific, but that will be the next mechanism for rainfall. And actually looking ahead into much of November, we may see several of these disturbances that trigger storm chances. Right now, the timing looks to be late Sunday off to our west, but more so Monday morning and through the midday. Not too certain right now on severe risks and all of that, so something we'll be watching for closely as we approach the weekend and early next week. Backside of that cold air, there has been quite a bit of moisture creating that snowfall that kind of glad we're not dealing with. So some chilly temperatures overnight tonight, and even during the day, a high in 60, 61 degrees is still much cooler than our normal high of 73. So a chilly afternoon. But also notice tomorrow midday, we already have a southerly wind back. That means we immediately start increasing temperatures and increasing humidity. Not that it would call tomorrow or Wednesday humid, but by Thursday, those dew points are going to be getting into the mid upper 50s. And that is for this time of year, we'll call it more of a damp feel with warmer air as temperatures by Thursday will be back into the mid and upper 70s. Right now, clear skies and it is cold. 47 right now at Kenner. Dew point is 25. Now the winds are still breezy, certainly not as high as they were earlier in the day today, and they will continue to diminish late this evening and through the overnight period. That is why clear skies, very low humid air, and almost calm winds allows temperatures to get as cold as they possibly can, which is why we're expecting the widespread 20s and 30s. Though a high around 61 degrees, fairly pleasant afternoon. Chilly on Wednesday morning, not as cold. Highs in the lower 70s, mid to upper 70s heading into the weekend, and that storm chance on Monday.